or left? One of the two. Luckily, it happens that Mommy Tangled happens to be likely left-handed. We don't get a lot of camera time with the kings and queens in general, but Rapunzel's mother is shown with a left-handed preference in most scenes she's in. Holding Rapunzel left-handed, gesturing left-handed, and reaching out to touch Rapunzel left-handed after seeing her for the first time in 18 years. There isn't enough evidence on the Frozen side to say whether Ragnar and Iduna are left-handed or not, but we know the genetics line up for Tangled. And finally, we have hair. Honestly, none of these parents are likely to produce children with bright blonde hair like either Rapunzel or Elsa. But, as we learn in Tangled, Rapunzel's blonde hair comes from the magic her mother absorbed from a bright yellow flower. If in fact these two are twins, it would also explain Elsa's unusually vibrant blonde hair, which is surprisingly more plausible than the slim genetic chance Iduna and Agnar have of producing a tow-headed ice princess. So at this point, the location of the movie, timing of the movie, and biology of the movie all support Rapunzel and Elsa being Disney's true first magical princess sisters. But what about the really exciting stuff? What about their actual magic? If these two are indeed twins like I'm saying they are, they should have the same powers, right? I don't know if you've seen these movies lately, but ice blasting, definitely not the same as old healing hair over here. Well, hang on to your anthropomorphic reindeer, because there's even more evidence to this theory. First of all, it's really important to reiterate the fact that Elsa and Rapunzel are the only two princesses to ever have magical powers in a Disney movie. Seriously, the only two princesses in the 80-year history of Disney films who can use magic. That's pretty incredible if you think about it. And it's not an accident. This doesn't happen just because they're cool Northern Europeans who share the same magical universe. It's because they share the same magical mom. Like I said before, Rapunzel absorbs magic from a healing potion her mom drinks before she's born. This is how we explain Rapunzel's magic for the rest of the movie. And for better or worse, it kind of makes sense. The writers clearly took the time to build in a backstory that justifies her magic instead of it having to come out of nowhere. So, where's the backstory in Frozen? Where's our magical history lesson? Is it laziness? Well, no. This is animation team bothered to draw in Snow White and Sleeping Beauty into Rapunzel's book collection. If they left something out, it's because there's another explanation. No one in the Frozen royal family has magic, or was ever exposed to it. These are the muggliest Disney characters out there. Even when the royal family takes Elsa to the rock trolls, Agnar can't answer right away whether Elsa was born with magic or cursed with it.
Born with the powers or cursed?
Born. What an oddly specific detail you've included there, Disney. But this is the reason. When Agnar stutters in front of the rock trolls, he's showing a natural reaction. Was she born with these powers? Yes? He doesn't know because he wasn't there when Elsa was born with magic. Ever wonder why Agnar and Iduna never show any surprise about Elsa's magical powers? Like, wouldn't you just find it a little bit startling? Worth a trip to the pediatrician at least. We never see them doing normal things you'd expect parents to do in this situation. They don't try to cure Elsa. They don't even seem to look for answers about where her powers came from. Don't you think that's a little bit strange? Well, it's not if you consider that they already know where her powers come from. Her real mother. The same that gave Rapunzel her powers. But okay, enough beating around the bush, let's actually talk about that magic. One of Frozen's biggest criticisms, leveled at it from honest trailers to CinemaSins, is that Elsa's power set has always seemed a bit weird.
Meet Elsa, a manic-depressive princess with a confusing set of powers. Like creating life? Think so? They kind of gloss over that one.
Yeah, she freezes stuff, causes major destruction and blizzards, builds ice castles, all that. But then she also brings things to life, creating sentient creatures like Olaf and Marshmallow. Literally, it's all over the place. At first, it actually seems like Elsa and Rapunzel have opposite powers, with Elsa stopping everything from growing and Rapunzel making everything new and young again. A yin and yang sort of situation. But if you look closer, their powers are actually more similar than you think. Let's go through it. In the ending to both movies, the princesses save someone they love. In Frozen, it's Anna, and in Tangled, it's Flynn, or Eugene, or whatever his name is. To start both scenes, the true love character saves the princess. Eugene saves Rapunzel from Mother Gothel, and Anna saves Elsa from Prince Hans. In doing so, they both die in the process. Anna by freezing, and Eugene with a stab wound. Anna exhales her last breath, Eugene falls limp. These guys are gone. At this point, each of our power princesses literally hugs the true love for an awkwardly long minute of sobbing, and then suddenly discover a new power they never thought they had. The exact same power. Reviving the dead. Giving things life. In Tangled, it's giving Mother Gothel and Eugene life. In Frozen, it's giving Snowman and Anna life. Coincidence? Not a chance. It's the exact exact same power executed the exact same way. Their powers aren't opposite. In fact, they're twins, just like the princesses themselves. Elsa did inherit the power to revive things, just like Rapunzel. She just also ends up with some nice ice upgrades. In short, everything in these movies, from the setting, the background, the lore, the genetics, the magical powers, even the structure of their own stories, are direct parallels. So now I ask you, look at the evidence, and look at the story one more time through a new lens. Once upon a time in Corona, a kingdom in northern Germany, a sick queen drinks a magical healing potion made from a magical yellow flower right before giving birth. She has two daughters. The girls are blonde, as both are infused with the magic of the flower. One daughter immediately demonstrates magical healing powers when you sing, and the other one doesn't really seem to do all that much. Mother Gothel discovers that baby one will keep her young forever, but she can't just snip some hair, so she has to take the whole baby, which she does by kidnapping her and locking her up in a tower. King and Queen Tangled are heartbroken that baby one is stolen. They realize they can't risk losing baby two if she's ever discovered to have magical powers. They know Corona isn't safe, and send baby two on a trip across the North Sea to the neighboring kingdom of Arendelle to live with Odd